Okay. So, hello everybody. My name is Hanna. I'm a founder of the community Russian Club with Hanna. Hello. And today I made a webinar for you about learning Russian language. A lot of my students said, Hanna, please make webinar. It's very important for me. And today I want to share with you my life hacks, my tips that I use every day with my students and just in learning Russian language and in teaching also. The topic of our webinar will be how to speak Russian better. You know, it's a very hot topic. A lot of people think about this. Okay, I'm good, thank you. And we always pay attention for our speaking, you know. That's why the goal of my community to help people to speak Russian better, to speak well, just perfect, not only well, to improve your pronunciation, to learn Russian easy and fast, and of course to communicate with confidence. And today we will speak about this. So let's start. The first about what I'm going to tell you about the Russian-speaking world. Why people learn Russian, why it's popular, why people try to do it, to learn this very hard language. You know, Russian is a really difficult language, and if we go and learn statistics, the most difficult language, as you know, it is Chinese, of course. After it is Arabic, and on the third place, it will be Russian. But I want to share with you today tips that you can use it and see it's not difficult as you think. It's really easy when you have a good teacher, you have a motivation, and you have life hacks that can help you to learn it easy. You know, I see one interesting thing that we have a decrease of people who wants to learn Russian language. I wrote for myself some reasons why it happened at all. And the first reason is that people unfortunately don't have a good quality of education. Of course, I don't want to tell you about that we have bad schools or universities. Of course, no. It's only my opinion, and I want to share with you only my opinion. You can think how you think, yeah? I'm just saying about the quality of education, just about the system, yeah? If we take some Slavic countries, the system that was in USSR, it was really perfect. But now we have some changes, and really not all people can speak Russian well. Also, one interesting fact that people just sometimes even give up in learning Russian. Why they do it? First of all, I have one joke that said my American student. She said that, you know, Hanna, when American people started to say just even hello, that it's in Russian "Здравствуйте," they just even give up, because for them it's already difficult to say this word. And you know, of course, if hello is difficult in Russian, what will be going on, yeah? But I don't want to burst your bubbles and say, yeah, Russian is so easy. No, any language is difficult, and the most difficult part in language, not just difficult, just boring. It's grammar, you know. You have to learn grammar if you want to communicate, if you want to explain yourself, just to learn this grammar. And why people give up? Sometimes they don't have motivation. They just want to learn Russian, but they don't understand why they are doing this. Sometimes people don't have a good teacher that can help to have a real knowledge, because teachers cannot give a knowledge. They sometimes give rules, exercises. You do this exercise and in the nutshell you don't have any results because you don't have knowledge. You have only in your head rules and exceptions. So I don't like this. I always try to give for my students knowledge. I try to explain, of course, these exceptions, but still you can understand that a teacher can help you to get this knowledge and use this on your own. Of course, everybody can learn any language on his own. It's possible. And the meaning between learning on your own and with teacher can give you already materials that can help you to do it. So you can learn it faster and of course with a pleasure, with a fun. So what else? About Russian, what I want to tell you, not only in Russia people communicate Russian language, yeah? For example, I'm from Ukraine. If you don't know, because some students ask me, Hannah, where are you from? I don't live in Russia like all people think. I live in Ukraine. And you know, in some parts of Ukraine, we speak Russian language. So it's normal. It's a good thing, why not? Also, about 27 countries where you can communicate with people in this language, 27. So you just can imagine that you know Russian language, you know your mother tongue language, and after you can discover for yourself the culture of Russia. You can discover for yourself just the style how people live and lived in the ancient time. It's also interesting. And of course, when you speak Russian language, you can build a good relationships in the business with a person, because if you speak in only English, you know, not all Russian people can speak well English, and you should understand this, of course. That's why knowing Russian nowadays is really important. Okay, let's go to my 5 tips how to improve your speaking, because we are here for these tips, yeah? So the first tip that I always use, and it's not a secret at all, it's like real information that you can use just right now. When you want to learn Russian language, firstly that you should do it is set a goal. Maybe some people will tell me, Hannah, so okay, set a goal, and what else? Why it's important setting a goal? Setting a goal is important because when we understand what we are going to achieve, for us it will be easier to understand what we have in the real life and what we had in the past time. Just to compare our result and say for us, okay, you're well, you're great. And of course, you know, a lot of techniques we can use to set these goals, but I use one very, very popular technique that can help you to do it. So this technique calls SMART technique. SMART. This is abbreviation that I will explain for you right now. The first letter S, SMART, S, means specific. What does it mean, specific goal? It means that what do you want to do? Some people tell for me, hello, I want to learn Russian language. Okay, it's great that you want to do it. It's great that you really into Russian. Okay, and what else? What level are you going to achieve? How many words do you want to learn? It's difficult to understand. That's why specific goal, it means that you need to put a concrete things. For example, I want to achieve intermediate level of Russian language by 15 January 2021. So here we have a specific level, so we understand intermediate level, we understand the deadline where we should do it, and we understand that we have a specific goal. That's why S, specific, should be very, very important. The next one will be M after letter M. It means measurable. So what does it mean, measurable at all? Measurable means how will you know when you are reached it. So you should understand for yourself when you want to learn to achieve any level. For example, we take intermediate level of Russian. You should write for yourself what does it mean intermediate level for you. For example, you work in the business and you make a lot of presentation in Russian language. Your level is so poor, you want to learn a lot of words, but you cannot do it, and you tried a lot of time, and now, oh my God, it's so difficult. So, how you can measure this? First of all, you can say, I will prepare presentation less time. It means that you will spend less time to making your presentation. For example, you did presentation 2 hours and now you do it 1 hour. So it's a great result. Or you're going to pass a test, and measurable in here will be I make less mistakes in my exams. Less mistakes, and write how many mistakes you will make. For example, I made 10 mistakes, but now I make 5 mistakes, and here we have also result, yeah, like this. Can you write me, is it understandable for you about measurable, specific, or I should explain something one more time? Just write me, okay? Okay, let's continue. The next letter will be A. Yeah, A means achievable. Achievable means is it in your power to accomplish it? So you should understand sometimes we cannot achieve our goals because they are some not realistic. Sometimes we don't have enough money to do it because we should pass some course, attend lessons, and so on. That's why we should pay attention to achievable things. The next thing, we should think about air. Air, it is realistic. So, are you realistic at all in your goals? It means, can you realistically achieve it? For example, you said for me, I have one student, he had beginner level, and he said for me that, I want to learn Russian in 1 month. I want to speak in 1 month, to speak like a native speaker. Is it possible, Hannah, at all? I said, okay, of course it's possible to speak, it's possible to communicate in 1 month. Okay, we can do it, but you cannot speak like a native. I don't want to burst your bubble. I want to say for you wrong information. We can do it together, but you can communicate in 1 month, like in basic dialogue, to say hello, how are you, привет, приятно познакомиться, откуда ты, and so on. That's why we should be realistic. If you have a deadline or if you have a specific goal, we should think, can we achieve it at all? That's why it's also important. So, let's continue. About T, the last letter here, letter T. So what does it mean? If you know this method, it can be great. And T means timely, so timed abound. Yeah, letter T, it's a method. So letter T in this abbreviation means time abound. So it's our deadline. It means when I want to achieve it. So I want to achieve intermediate level in 2021. So, okay, but when 2021? Just a concrete time, a concrete date, yeah? It's very, very important. So this method I always use with my students. I use in my lessons, in my private lessons, when we just start to make individual program that will be related for you. That's why just use this method that calls SMART. One more time, who don't understand or thinking about this, just you can find on the internet. Also, I will write this information about this method later, and you can use it. So, let's continue. Next one, it was the first step, the first step, and the next step will be focus on your goal. So just imagine, some of you already have babies, some of you don't have, but still just imagine you have a baby or a lot of babies, The kids always try to react some things. They want to learn a lot. They want to say, what is it? What is it? Just tell me what is it, and so on, So how we can teach a baby? A lot of psychologists say for us that when we want to teach a baby, for example, that this is a pen, for example, So a pen, Ручка, in Russian, ручка. It means that we should show this pen and say это ручка for a baby. Because if we say just, okay, pen, it is a specific thing that we use when we write something, when we write our thoughts, a baby will looking at us and say, okay, what are you saying for me right now, That's why it's the same, it works the same with us. When we want to focus on our goal, we should focus on everything that we learn. For example, what I suggest for my students, when you learn specific vocabulary about house, for example, in house we have bedroom, we have kitchen, we have bathroom, we have toilet, we have garage, and so on, So when you get up, you can go to this room and say in Russian, kitchen, кухня, toilet, туалет, and so on. And you also pronounce this and you see how it works in real life. You're like a baby. You just want to know everything. What is it? What is it? Что это? Что это? It will be strange maybe, but it really works. It's so simple, but sometimes people forget about this. It's okay, you understand this? If you don't understand, just write me. I will explain one more time in another example. So, let's continue. Another life hack, how you can focus on your goal. So, in the morning, when you get up, you just open your eyes, Вы проснулись, get up, wake up. You have to speak with yourself. We are the smartest people with whom we can speak. It's a joke, of course, but still you can really speak with yourself. No, it's not strange at all. It's great. It's really perfect. How you can do it and how you can improve your language. So you get up and you said for yourself, what is the weather today in Russian? Какая сегодня погода? And you should answer, сегодня классная погода. Today it is a cool weather. Как я сегодня себя чувствую? How I'm feeling today? So, and just answer, like, how are you feeling today in the real life? Just say your emotions, say your real things, thoughts. When we speak about ourselves, not about somebody from the book, or when we describe some pictures, it's okay, it's good, it's great. But still, when we speak about ourselves, we focus on our thoughts, and we can remember it's better. That's why it's another life hack that you can use it. Other questions that you can answer. You can just write for yourself, for example, what makes you happy? Что делает тебя счастливым? You can also answer, я счастлив, потому что я знаю хорошо русский. I'm happy because I know Russian well. Я счастлив, потому что я здоров. I'm happy because I'm healthy, and so on. It will be very simple. Sometimes it will be very, very simple sentences, but it's okay. We start with the simple, and after we grow, and grow. Yeah? Okay, let's continue. And the third the third tip that I want to share with you, it will be very, very important. Just try it for yourself. Remember, I don't know, just it's very important, will be meaning. So what does it mean, we have word, but we can have different meaning in different context. For example, one word have different context in different meaning in different context. And how you can understand this meaning from different context. The easiest way just to start to watch serials, to start to watch movies, to watch YouTube programs. You know, with my students in my personal lessons, I use different methods. We watch film, after we discuss this film, and after we... sorry, you cannot hear me? Just write me, can you hear me? Because one person said that he cannot hear me. Just write me. I think everybody can hear me. Can you put some smile that you can hear me? Okay, хорошо, thank you. Continue. Yeah, I watch these films with my students, and we discuss the how are you feeling when you saw this episode, for example. How are you? What do you think about this character? Also, you can watch, we can discuss some, of course, slang, because in serials, in TV shows, a lot of slangs. What is the most famous Russian film that I should watch? It's a good question, by the way. You know, a lot of films, if we speak about all films, I like The Moscow Doesn't Believe in Tears. This is my favorite film. This is old film. About Russian, like modern serials, I want to tell you how I became Russian. Как я стал русским. Also interesting serial, and we watch it with my students and always discuss it. If you are beginner, elementary, of course, films will be difficult for you, of course. So what you can do, you can watch cartoons, so why not? When we learn Russian, when we learn language, we like a baby. We have to learn basic things, and we can learn these basic things for cartoons. The most interesting cartoon, as for me, yeah, you know, a lot of cartoons. I like old cartoons from USSR, but still, I suggest you to watch Masha и Медведь. Masha and Bear. So very interesting cartoon, small episodes. You can rewatch it. You can write specific words for yourself, but there you won't find a lot of slang, just a little bit. So about meaning, you understand, it's very important to know meaning from different contexts, because one word in one context can be, you can translate like this, and another in another way. So let's go to, yeah, Masha и Медведь, yeah, absolutely right, yeah. Not Misha, Masha. Masha, it's the girl, a small girl. She always makes a fun with a beer, so it's funny. You can find on YouTube. If you cannot do, I will send for you in private message. Just write me. So the fourth tip that I use in my lessons, and I always should pay attention for this, and you also, it is importance. Okay, you can ask me, okay, Hannah, importance, and what is it, importance? You know, when we speak with person, I don't say right now about Russian only, about any language. just even with a native speaker, when you communicate with your mother tongue language, we have to understand what the person wants to say. You know, it's so hard sometimes. Sometimes people use one type of words, but sometimes we just cannot understand what the person wants. If you understand what I mean, it's great. Just write me plus that, yeah, I understand this. So, right now I want to share with you one interesting picture that can be understandable and profitable for you to describe this importance. So, right now I will draw for you a process of communication. How we communicate. So, it is you, yeah, so you. I'm a good drawer, I know. And this is your partner with whom you want to speak, you want to communicate. So, and how we can see the process of our communication. If you say something strange, if you say just not like sentences that after another sentence, that can add your information and you can figure out what you want to say, and you said just something strange, weird, communication between two people will be like this. So you said this bad for your partner, and your partner say this to you. So you cannot take a really great answer in a good way because you said something strange. But if you want to learn Russian and you want to make your process of communication well, not like this, yeah, not like this strange thing, I don't know, what you can do? You can see another type of communication. One more time. Two people. So it is you and your partner. It can be also a girl, I don't know, just it doesn't matter, yeah? So, firstly, you should have an idea. So you should have an idea that you want to tell something to the person. For example, I want to tell to this partner about my holidays. So you have idea in your head. Just, I don't know, I will draw a star. This is idea. This is your idea. After idea, you have to put your idea in specific thing. It calls transmitter. This transmitter can after transfer your information, your communication, your speaking voice to another person. How you can do it? You can do it with your ideas, of course. After, when you have this transmitter, you put your ideas into sentences and so on. Unfortunately, we sometimes we face up with the problems with interferences. Sorry, very strange word in English. Interferences. I think you understand. In Russian, it is помехи. So, interference. It means interference. How I can show for you? Interference, it can be like, I don't know, like this. So, interference means that some things can, you're absolutely right. Some things can stop your communication, can make a problem with communication. How it can be? For example, you are in the bus and you want to call to your boss. So you have sometimes some noisy sounds. Шум, absolutely right. You have noisy, you have people who are speaking in the bus, in a taxi, and your communication with people, it became sometimes difficult, you know, because your voice is low, your voice is not very strong, yeah? That's why this is the most biggest problem in learning Russian language. It means that we have to, in different situations, not only like on the webinar or on the, I don't know, in communication when it's so difficult to speak, you have to be adopted in different situations. No, you shouldn't stop communication. You shouldn't do it, because every communication is great. You just should figure out, okay, we have some disrupts. We have some disrupts in communication, but still we can make our communication well. We can maybe recall to the person, or what we can do, we can speak slowly, or repeat, or say, sorry, I don't understand, извините, я не понимаю, повторите, пожалуйста, can you repeat one more time? And this things, this noisy, can help you. Don't think about that you said something wrong. It will be just situation, and it's okay, it's normal. Also, you should pay attention that just even not all Russian people can speak well. Sometimes we have problems with our pronunciation, and it's naturally, it's okay. And my goal in my community to show people we have different people with different pronunciation. You can see, you can watch and hear from the films that this sound should be like this. Like sh will be like sh, z will be like z. But it's not like this. Sometimes we can mix these letters, we can combine them, and in a nutshell we'll have some, like, not a sentence, like a song, you know? That's why it's very important. Okay, like this. About importance, one more time. In conclusion, what I want to tell you, if you want to speak with a person Russian language, any noisy thing, or any bad situation, or just even problem with pronunciation shouldn't stop your communication process. But how, you can ask me, how I can speak in this situation? It's very easy. We go to another more important thing. It will be body language. So body language I always try to use with my students, because we can understand how people behave when they speak with you. For example, you are going to speak with your business partner in Russian. You don't know Russian well, but you still have to do it because it's your business partner. You want to make with him some deals. That's why you can do your communication well. So how you can do it? You can look at your person. Just sit and listen what he's saying. You can just react to his voice, his face, how he is looking at you. It's very important. Body language, it's a big science, you know. I think we can, I will make another webinar, another live stream about this. If you want, just write me, do you want to do it or no? And I will write for you, I will say for you how you can use your body language in communication. It will be another topic. But still, if you want to be more attentive, you can, like I said, look at person, use body language, and understand the mood. Because sometimes when we just even don't understand the word from the context, but we see the person is very angry, he wants to say something rude for you, so you understand that your partner very angry and he said something strange, he said maybe bad words for you, so you don't know the meaning, but you still understand about what he said. That's why it's important. So just write me, do you have some questions about what I said about body language, about the process of communication, how we can put our ideas and so on? Okay, great. I will make another webinar about body language. Yeah, of course, I will do it. So continue. And the 5th tip. Italian people use a lot body language, of course. And you know, Sima, not only Italian people, just even I use all the time, and all people use it. Some people, of course, they are very silent, quiet, but still you can just even look at the person who just sitting. It's also interesting. As for me, it's so interesting. So let's go. And the fifth tip in learning Russian language just can improve your speaking. It will be memory. You know, memory. So I want to draw for you other thing. You will see a lot of pictures from me today. But still. So we have 4 types of our memory. I think you know this, but still I have to say for you and say how you can work on this. So this is eyes. Some people can have visual memory. So these people just see something and they even just in the 1 second remember it forever. It's a visual memory, yeah? Eyes, visual memory. Other people, they have another memory. Like I said, I'm not a good painter, but still, this is ear. So some people can listen well. Usually it is singers, it is people who write poems, people who write music, yeah? They have a good ears, really good ears. And it is auditory memory, yeah? They remember things that they heard. So I said to him that, for example, it is это блокнот, and this person said это блокнот. So 1 time, and he said this. Another memory will be motor memory. Motor memory, it's like when we move. So I usually draw a person, just movement, yeah, and blah blah blah, he is going somewhere. It is our movement. Motor memory, we understand, we remember very well how people move, how they jump, how they swim, how, for example, if I show for you like this, somebody can do it after me, because his memory is really well, and this is motor memory, motor. And the 4th memory, very, very interesting, my favorite memory, it is emotional memory. I usually draw heart. Emotional memory, we remember things, we put everything in emotion. For example, you had bad situation with your boyfriend, or you did something bad and you used bad words, so you will remember this word because you have emotional memory. You emotionally remember what you said. You know, one interesting fact that usually people remember bad things. I really don't know about how it's happened, because I'm not into this topic, but still I see that usually we remember bad things. And my goal to show you that we can remember good things and remember in Russian language, not only in your native language. So about memory, how you can use, for example, type of the memory in learning Russian language, how you can do it. Yeah, very interesting question. It's easy, it's a piece of cake. So you should understand what type of memory you have. If you cannot understand this, I always help in my personal lessons. I analyze this, I use different methods, how we can discover it and open, yeah? You should pay attention that it's very difficult to find a person who have only one type. Really, not everybody has only one type of the memory, but we usually have mixed people, yeah? Somebody has visual plus motor memory, some of us have emotional plus auditory, and and so on, yeah. But still, you can ask me, what type of memory should I improve? You shouldn't improve memory that you're good at. Of course, you should do it, but don't pay attention to this. You should pay attention to the thing that you're bad at, because it will be more difficult, but it will be so interesting for you. You have a good visual memory, but still, you have to improve other type of memories. There is one interesting thing that you should always remember. If you want to hear, you have to hear. If you want to see, you have to see. And if you want to remember, you have to remember. It's simple. I'm sure you know this, but still some people don't want to use it. That's why if you want to learn word, you have to learn, you have to remember it. How you can do it? Just understand the type of your memory. Use this memory and of course use others. Because if you can use not only your eyes, but also ears, pronounce and write this, so you will use 4 type of the memories. It will be so great. So one question was, please can you explain how the difference between иду, едет, ездил, поехать, пришел, ходить. It's not a topic of today's webinar, but I can explain in a nutshell. So Ahmed, this is a topic about verbs of motion. In Russian language, it is a specific topic that I explain for my students. Verb of motion we use it when we move, like motion, to go, to run, to jump. That's why sometimes we have some difference in using. What kind of difference? How you can use it? I think I will do another webinar. So thank you for your suggestion. I will do it. I wrote for myself. So let's continue and make a conclusion. Yeah, the best way to improve your speaking, just improve your Russian language. Just write me, how do you think the best way, just for you? Just write me. I want to see your feedback. What is your best way to learn Russian language? Just your. Can you describe it? And after, I will share my best way to learn Russian language. How do you think? Just in a nutshell, right? How you do it? What is your best way? Okay, speak with a native. Yeah, great. Speak with a native. But speak with a native will be very specific, because these native speakers, they can speak with you, but sometimes even native can make mistakes. A lot of people who are native Russian speakers, they also make mistakes. So, staying in contact with the language always. Absolutely right. The person who wrote this, I don't know what is your name, Rodrigo, Antonio. So, Antonio, Rodrigo, you really said absolutely right. You should be involved in Russian language, really. Also, of course, you have to communicate with a native. Ahmed wrote, I have good phonetics awareness, so the best way for me is to listen to chunks of language and repeat. Yeah, super. I absolutely agree with you. So, the best way to learn Russian language, it is really, like I said, to set a goal, like with a SMART method, yeah? And of course, believe in yourself that you have you can learn Russian language. And just do your efforts every day. Just every day be involved in the Russian. Every day to communicate, every day to speak, to write, to watch films every day. You know, the most and the hardest type of the learning, not only language, when we do routine work. This routine work always boring, but routine work always give the best results. That's why I want to invite you to join my personal lessons where we don't do routine work. I just show you how you can learn Russian with a confidence, how you can learn Russian easy, interesting, with interesting materials, interactive way, of course individually. So I will analyze what you like, what you don't like, and of course I will show you that Russian is not difficult at all. So I use a textbook, listen to Russian music, speak with the native friends, watch YouTube lessons. Great, Eric. It's really super that you do it. Continue to do it every day. Like I said, it's perfect. I also learning English. I always try to improve myself. And you know, it's so hard to speak with the confidence when you don't know a word, when you don't know how to explain some difficult things. But still, I do it every day. I do this routine work that make me better every time, every second. So for today, it's the all. Yeah, Ahmed, the best way is to find a mentor, a teacher. On the next webinar, I will tell you about the best teacher, how to find this teacher, and what is the teacher at all. Because today we don't have teacher, we have a mentor, like Ahmed said. Yeah, absolutely right. So just let me know was this webinar was profitable for you. Do you like this at all, and should I continue in this format to explain my tips, explain my life hacks? Was it interesting? Just write me. Okay. Thank you, Biba. Thank you, Eric. Спасибо, Eric. So, see you on the next webinar. I wish you have a good evening. I wish you, maybe for somebody, because we have difference in time, have a good day, have a good morning, хорошего утра, хорошего вечера, and see you on the next webinar where we will speak about Russian and learn it with a fun. So, пока, goodbye, пока всем, and we will meet later, bye-bye.